Hey guys, welcome back. Now here in this session, I'll start a very important submodule called asset accounting. This is a very important, I mean to say like multiple configuration steps are there guys, multiple transactions we are going to test here, right? And these all things are going to be discussed. Whatever the configurations are there is going to be discussed in details one by one. Okay, I'll explain how to configure and even the logic behind these all configurations and all, because that is what the most important things, or else like several tutorials are there, several videos are there, several configuration documents are also available on Google and all, where you can get the configuration steps. But here the main important thing is we need to understand why and then how. Okay, so now let's start from the introduction part first. And the first thing is like the first question is, what is assets? Okay, so here the simplest definition is any item or property which is owned by an organization to produce certain economic value is called asset. It is going to be divided into two parts guys, that is called tangible and intangible assets. If you talk about tangible assets, then the asset which is having physical appearance is called tangible assets, like say for example building, plant, machinery, like computer, furniture fixtures, vehicles. These all are called tangible assets. If we talk about intangible assets guys, then vice versa, in the sense like no physical appearance for these kind of assets. For example, like goodwill, patent, trademark, copyright, these all are the classic example of intangible assets. Again guys, tangible asset is going to be segregated in two parts, that is called current assets and fixed assets and all, right? So guys, we will not go in that basics and all, like what is current assets and what is fixed assets and all. Okay, let's talk about the asset accounting in SAP system. Okay, so now guys, if you talk about the asset accounting here in SAP system, then it is used for managing and monitoring the fixed assets. Look at here, I have specified. In other words, we can say that asset accounting deals with the fixed assets from the date of acquisition. Acquisition means what guys? The date of purchase we can say, or construction also. Okay, so here asset accounting deals with the fixed assets from the date of acquisition till the end of asset life. How the asset life is going to be ended guys? So you might have heard about the what to say process called depreciation, right? So if the asset is fully depreciated, in that case we can say that asset life is ended. Or else if asset is like, in that case, like depreciation means the asset life is going to be ended, and it means the asset is going to be retired, right? Now if you talk about the major transactions which is taking place for the fixed assets accountings, I have specified here. Look at here, asset acquisitions, asset retirement. Again, retirement also guys, we are having like multiple ways are there to retire assets, like asset retirement through sales, or else again like retirement through scrapping, asset scrapping. This is also a process. Now we are having asset transfer, right? And the most important activity is called asset depreciation, right guys? If you talk about like see, this depreciation calculation is very important activity, because this is how we are going to specify the accurate figure of fixed assets in the financial statement. Financial statement, I mean to say like it's a combination of P&L account and balance sheet. So I mean to say balance sheet, right? In balance sheet, see, the thing is like, let's suppose if we have acquired an assets like 2 years back, that asset price was or value was 1 lakh, but right now, like after 2 years, it doesn't mean that after 2 years again the same value is going to be specified in financial statement guys. because the actual price, actual worth of asset is going to be reduced because of multiple factors, and most likely like because of like usage, right? So that is why depreciation calculation is a very important activities, right? Now if we talk about this depreciation, then we all know depreciation means what? Fall in the value of fixed assets. Now the question is, why there is fall in the value of fixed assets? So just now I have quoted, because it's in use, and since it is in use, so there will be a wear and tear in the assets, right? Wear and tear means what, guys? Wear and tear means there will be damages due to uses. This is what the simplest meaning of wear and tear. Damages due to uses, right? So now whatever transactions I have specified here just now, these all transactions will be tested in SAP one by one. Okay, but before that we have to do certain configurations, right? It's not like one or two, guys. Multiple configuration steps are there. Okay, so we are having in asset accounting, we are having multiple configuration steps are there. So let's have a look on the configuration steps one by one, guys. Next lesson I'll explain these all things, like what is this chart of depreciations. The most important thing is like asset class also, because if you go for interview, then multiple questions are going to be derived from asset accounting, guys, right? So whatever configurations we are going to do, first of all you should have some idea about these configurations, like why to do these configurations, what is the control, what kind of control is going to be. Like let's suppose here I have specified create asset class. So what do you mean by asset class? What kind of control is there, right? What is going to be controlled by asset class? So these all things are going to be explained in details. Even apart from this, also multiple other configuration steps are also there, guys, right? In asset accounting, most likely here whatever transactions are going to be posted, because before asset accounting we have seen like account receivable, account payable and all, and there whatever transactions were posted in account payable or in account receivable, then there manually we used to enter the GL accounts. We used to give the GL account. Let's suppose rent related GLs, your audit fee related GL or any other expense related GLs are going to be used in account payable. Likewise in account receivable, whatever sales and revenue related GLs were there, that is we are going to put manually. But here in asset accounting, what is happening, guys? In asset accounting, multiple, like if you talk about that testing and all, once we perform the testing means what, guys? Testing means, I mean to say, the transaction which I have specified here: asset acquisitions, asset retirement, scrapping, transfer, depreciations, whatever these activities are there, right? So once we perform these all transactions and all, then in most of the transaction, what is happening, guys? Automatically system is going to determine the GL account. Manually we are not going to give the GL account. Automatically system is going to determine the GL account. So how this GL account, automatic determination of GL account happen, guys? So if you are able to remember the tax related configurations means I'm talking about when you talk about direct tax, so-called withholding tax, or else like if you talk about tax on sales purchase, indirect tax. So there also what is happening, guys? System is going to determine the GL account automatically. How? So how automatic determination of GL account happen, guys? The automatic determination of GL account happen only if you assign this GL account somewhere. So likewise, as I said here in asset accounting also, in most of the transactions, system is going to determine the GL account automatically. So how system is going to determine the GL account? This logic, these all things we need to understand, right? These things we have to understand. Look at here, we are having like a specify account determination. So this is a key which is going to be created, and against this key, what is happening, guys? We are going to assign the GL account. But still, how system is going to determine this key? So in that also logic is there. That's what I'm saying, guys. Each and everything we are going to have a look in details one by one. We'll see the configuration starting from copy reference chart of depreciation, and apart from this, as I said, like multiple configurations are there. These all things we are going to see one by one in details. So the session is going to be quite informative and quite interesting. So next session onwards, all the configuration part will be there.